Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Career Mode today. And today's episode will feature one game. And that game, my friends, is the Champions League final against Bayern Munich. We're waiting to see how it's going to go. Because for right now, I'm in the unknown. Everybody's in the unknown. We reached it finally after we faced off against Spurs. Lost 3-2 over at their ground and then managed to win 1-0 at the Amex after just a stupid game. We tried so hard to fight back in that game. We hit the woodwork, we were doing everything, and it felt like the goal wouldn't come, but eventually it did. Now, the one thing I want to mention is I did, as soon as I finished that, I showed you obviously that you couldn't turn handballs on, and I knew that they weren't on, so I've gone ahead and turned them on. So today, this episode, for the first time in the series, because it's been asked before, have you got handballs on? And I always mean to turn them on. I have done it. I went ahead after last episode, switched them on, so they are on. So let's hope this final isn't decided by like a handball in the box or something along those lines. Let's just hope that. Anyway, so my plan today is to sim the rest of this Premier League out. So we've got Watford first. And you'll notice the side. No. That is not the side I'm trying to name. That's not. Look. I thought they'd fix this. I thought they'd fixed it. Right, if I select that as favourite, let me try and do it this way. This is ridiculous. I'm trying to play. Right, let me try and sim this, okay? So Watford, yeah, great. That's the team. Whatever. I don't want to play with that team. I want to play with this team. Will you let me do it? No. What on earth is this? This is what I'm talking about. You can clearly see that this is the team that I want to play with because I don't care for the game. So I'm going to have to switch it around in here, which is going to take an absolute age. So bear with me. Right, we've done it. I mean, what even is that? Like, it's taken me an extra minute or two to be able to do that. They should just fix it. Like, honestly. I bet it lets me do the second team now as soon as I want to do this. Let's have a look. Sim match. Finally, we will actually sim it. There we go. So we've got the side out. Only took me turning the entire team around. But what I was going to say is, I'm not caring for these Premier League games. So I'm going to go ahead and literally sim all three of them and just see how they go. Because I don't want to risk injury to any of the main players. That is the first thing I don't want to have happen. I want them to be all fully fit and ready for the Champions League final to come today. So whatever happens in these games happens. Let me skip past this. A 1-1 draw to begin it off against Watford isn't a bad result by any means. Also, I'm not sure if it'll be the end of this episode or the beginning of the next one, but I'm going to try and leave this Brighton side because you guys know I'm looking for a job right now elsewhere to make this interesting. Bayern available. So Bayern from the Bundesliga seems to be available. I mean, if I go there, we're just going to win the league anyway. So is there really much point? I don't know. However, let's continue on. Now it's away to West Brom. Again, though, not even bothered about these games because everything we've already done is done. So let's sim it. We lost 1-0. Rondon, he missed a penalty as well in the game. So he could have actually got a second one for himself, which isn't too bad, but it's not not what we were looking for, but it leaves us exactly the same position. I'm also training while we're doing this as well. We've got Robinson growing very nicely, and currently we've got Frank Brown in there as well. So these two might be two players that I try and bring over to wherever we go. And finally, we have Liverpool. But what's interesting about this, pre-contract for Karim Bellarabi, not too bad. What's interesting about this is it's not crucial to our season, KDB. We've already won the league title, mate. We can't be caught, so it's not crucial at all. We've had 3 away games in a row. It's kind of ridiculous. So again, another one, and then we go into that final, which that's what we're looking forward to. We're not looking forward to anything else. 2-0 defeat, it's whatever, not interested. We lost 2 of the games and drew 1 of them. But like I said, don't really care. So, won the trophy, and now it's time for the Champions League final, ladies and gentlemen. Let me have a look very quickly at who won what in terms of the actual Premier League side of things. So, team of the competition has been announced. How many Brighton players made it in there? Let's find out. There's none on that screen there, so not a good start. So, I'm hoping we have a few in here, but I don't know if we will. It's been quite a close one. Mate, we don't even have one. How can you win the league and not have anybody in the team of the year? This game's ridiculous at times. It seriously is. I mean, we won the league for crying out loud and we don't get anybody in. I'm not bothered, all right? It's whatever. Let's just win the Champions League to make up for it. All right, the side is finished and we're going to show you in full detail in just a moment. But before we do all that, I just want to say this is the final time we're going to have an opportunity at the Champions League trophy with Brighton because after this season, we're going. We're leaving. That's it. So we've come this far. It would be horrific for it to end right here. So I'm praying that it does not end here. If it is to end here, then that'll be it. But at the same time, I'll feel really gutted if it does because we've deserved to go on this run. I mean, look at our team. It is a ridiculous side. And if we don't win, then we've got a problem. You know, if I can't win the Champions League with a side like this, it's probably not going to win it, am I? Let's face it. And I don't know what it is, right? I come into these type of games. I've battered Ultimate all season long. Played so well against them, winning games quite comfortably before. We've thrashed teams in Ultimate difficulty. As soon as we play the Champions League on this difficulty, it is a whole different story. I know the teams in there are obviously better, but it's just the way that it all pans out. I get so unlucky, it feels like sometimes. But without further ado, we're going into game for the Champions League final. This will be the final chance we've got with this Brighton team to lead them to a Champions League win. Whether or not that'll happen, we're 90 minutes away from finding out. Potentially 120 plus penalties if it goes all the way. But even so, this will be it. After this, we go. We take our managerial qualities elsewhere. Could potentially be to Bayern. Who knows? We could join Bayern Munich. But for the most part, I think if I'm going to go somewhere next, it's got to be to a team who isn't winning their league. So that basically rules out Bayern or PSG. So yeah. And there is the Champions League trophy in all of its glory, boys and girls. Can't wait for this. I genuinely can't. Just going to show you the Bayern side very quickly then, because I can't show you it through the other way because I don't want to get copyrighted potentially. Lewandowski starts up front, Kingsley Coman on the left, Vlasic on the right, Tolisso, Pogba and Goretzka in the midfield, a really strong midfield three. Grimaldo, Hummels, Murillo and Alonso, Marcus Alonso as the back four, Alonso out of position at right back, and Manuel Neuer in goal. So, last chance saloon. Come on, boys. We can take this. We can win this game and bring the Champions League back to England. And also, for the first time, bring it to Brighton. I want to be history makers. Already Odriozola going down the right-hand side, bursting forward, trying to get us on the front foot early doors. Odriozola trying to find a way inside. Grimaldo comes back. And we will get ourselves a corner early on. KDB on the edge of the area is Eric Bailly. He's going to flick it towards Ndombele. And Goretzka got in before I could actually shoot. Unfortunate. Rabiot towards Sessegnon. Sees the run of Tony Martial being made. And Martial's going to cut back on the right foot. Martial towards Ronaldo. Ronaldo is space. Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! Gives us the lead after 11 minutes. Brighton 1, Bayern 0. Good in. That's why we purchased him. He's a big player for big games. He just runs over to the camera. Looks directly at it as if to say, I do this on a reg. I do it on a reg, guys. Yeah, me, Ronaldo, one of the best players in the Champions League history. I do it on a regular. What a swivel and what a finish. Oh my God. What a start to this game. 11 minutes gone. Our first shot. Number 7. Look at that. It's just iconic. For Brighton fans all over, the dreams of having a number 7 Ronaldo up front to score in a Champions League final must surely be good to watch. For me as well, it gives us the lead, but it's only 12 minutes in. There's still a long, long way to go in this game. And like I said, I've just got to keep a level head of things. Nice football from Bayern. Kingsley Coman now up against Odriozola. And Odriozola does well, but he gives him a corner. So now we've got a bit more defending to do. Still up to him pretty well, though. Now it's going to come in the corner from Kingsley Coman, who's actually put it into an area. I thought he might go short there. You saw there was a guy just making the run. It was Grimaldo off the screen. That's a good touch from Grimaldo. Coman, free header. Tolisso has to score. Why is Tolisso completely free in the box? Who's picking him up? That should have been Bayern back in the game. Look at this. Odriozola, what is he doing? I've had my worries about Odriozola throughout the entirety of his time here at Brighton, and things haven't got better for him because that is atrocious. He did well originally stepping up to defend against Coman when the corner was originally given away, as Coman comes back inside towards Mats Hummels now. But then since then, man, he just does moments where I just think to myself, what are you doing? And that was another one. Like, seriously, just leaving the free header there, you've got to be better than that. Martial, Ronaldo. Interesting how he didn't knock that back to KDB, which was the intended target. Advantage played by the referee. Odriozola again, getting beaten by Kingsley Coman. One pass through. Odriozola, it can't happen like this, mate. You've got to be better. Coman just cuts back inside. Much better from Odriozola. There we go. That's what I like to see from him. But where am I going? Where's the players? No way. Oh my God, where was my players? I had the ball with KDB and the space just closed down and there was no pass on. I don't know where Vinicius Jr. went to. Martial's going to find now Ryan Sessegnon. He's going to play it inside to Ronaldo. Ronaldo trying to overlap and find Adrian Rabiot. Rabiot. Odriozola. Keep hold of the ball, boys. 28 minutes gone in this final. Still Odriozola. They're just stepping off. Look at this. Why? What's going on? Guys. Oh my God, what is going on? It's 2-0, but I don't know what on earth has just happened. I want to show you this as well, because there's going to be people questioning that. We are on ultimate difficulty. We can't change when you're in game, and you saw me go into game, but what were Bayern doing? Everything remains 50. What was that? I need an explanation of some kind, because I genuinely don't know what I've just seen. Look at this. Odriozola just... I don't get it. I genuinely don't get what has just happened. I mean, I'll take it. It's 2-0. But why did they just back off and back off and back off? That was ridiculous. And this is what I mean when I said it in the past about all my difficulty. Some days it's the hardest game of your life. And then other days you sat there thinking, what even is this? I am so confused. All right, we're into... Oh my God, what was that pass? Ndombele. We're into added time. And I don't know what Ndombele's just done, but he might have caused a bit of problems just before the break. Rabiot, what a tackle that is, by the way. Right on the edge of half-time. That's when you need your tackles to come in. KDB. Odriozola, look at Vinicius Jr. Jr. cuts back onto the left foot. If we can get it, Ronaldo on the inside. Got to find him with a pass. No, what a tackle. Vinicius Jr., you have to play a better pass there. That's the moment where you've got to find feet. I got caught in two minds. I think I should have shot with Vinicius Jr. rather than trying to play it to Ronaldo. But I just wanted the easy tap in. In the end, we're going to go in at the break 2-0 in front in this Champions League final. The second goal was one of the most crazy goals I think I've scored in terms of defending. I don't know what on earth Bayern were doing, but you know what? There's still 45 minutes and there are mistakes in my side. So there's every chance that Bayern might find their way back into this. But then again, there's also every chance we might find a third. Anthony Martial trying to get in towards the box now. Going to play it across towards KDB. KDB, what a finish! And that's why we paid the big money for him when he came in. I've said that saying about 4 times this season, and that is the reason why. What a finish. First time, edge of the area, Brighton 3, Bayern 0. I think it's safe to say the Champions League is going to be ours. We've deserved it from the way that we've played. Pretty much 90% of the games this year in terms of Champions League. What a finish. Look at that. Oh, man. Back across the goalkeeper. No chance to defend it. First time as well from KDB. Exactly what you're looking for. Hummels can't get near it. They're beaten Bayern, but it's down to their own fault. Their second goal that basically knocked the wind out of their sails is all down to them defensively. There's no way that should have gone in. Kev towards Martial. We're finding so much space now as Bayern are struggling to really contend with us. Again, looking towards the edge where KDB was. Similar type of position. Unfortunately, the ball this time wasn't as good. Ndombele again, though, towards Tony Martial. He's going to beat Marcos Alonso to it, and he's going to get a throw in. But at this point, it's time for some changes, because we are now in a situation where we don't necessarily need to attack anymore. But I want some fresh legs on. So I think I'm going to bring off Ndombele and put Mario Lemina in the centre midfield role. And we might also bring on... In fact, let's bring on Noah Gordson. Let's bring him on for Tony Martial. Fresh legs to run down the left and keep causing out of position, remember. Marcos Alonso, you know, let's cause him issues. He's a left-back by trade. He's not right-footed. So fresh legs Noah Gordson coming on, hopefully, will cause no end of problems for Marcos Alonso. Rabiot, Ronaldo. Again, boys, the pass is there. It's right there to be taken. All you've got to do is find a better ball, and we are in for another one. This time it's Ronaldo. At the beginning, or the end of the first half, sorry, it was Vinicius Jr. to Ronaldo. This time it's the opposite, and again, we should find it. Sessegnon to Noah Gordson again. I mean, this is what I was talking about fresh legs, because he's cut. Oh, what was the cut back? Wait a minute. Put it into the side netting, didn't I? Sick. I don't know what the cutback was from Gordson, though. Odriozola, Van Dijk towards Rabiot. We've not got long left now, and all I need to do is just hold on to this ball. Gordson trying to attack at Marcos Alonso again. Bro draws the foul, and also will be a yellow card for Marcos Alonso. Game plan over there has worked wonders after we've made the change for Noah Gordson. Getting the better of him, and also causing the fullback to get the yellow card. But where do I put this? Where do I put this in? Do I just like kind of put it there? Mario Lemina in towards the box. Rabiot goes up for it, and Rabiot heads over. 30 minutes left now, and you might notice we've taken the foot off the gas slightly. We're not really attacking as much as we were. We're not really on the ball as much as we were. Ronaldo, again, the one pass is all we needed. Back to singing a Calvin Harris song again. Apart from I've changed the lyrics slightly. That's the third time today where we're one pass away from opening up the Bayern defence. As, King's Coman's turned me around there. Ooh, that was bad. Defensively, Coman's had my number a couple of times over there. Got to be better in defending at that stage. KDB over the top. Murillo trying to bring it down, and he caused himself a little bit of problems, but he did pretty well in the end by stopping it, because I thought Ronaldo might just nick it off him. Lemina has done. And now KDB to Noah Gordson. Where are you, Marcus Alonso? Trying to get back on the same side, and he's done enough to put him off. Ref, is that not a foul? He puts him off so much so that Noah Gordson lost his stride and couldn't actually get what I was intending to do away, which was the shot. And I think that might have been drawn as a foul, potentially, anywhere else, if we weren't on the attacking front. Sessegnon, Gordson again. Still Noah Gordson. Onto the left foot. Now onto the right. Noah Gordson. Trying to get the shot away. Pjanic. Oh, that's a great ball. And now Lewandowski's in. Lewandowski for Bayern. Hit it straight at Frank Brown. He needed a better finish. If it was a better finish, maybe Bayern are back in the game. But it wasn't. And it was straight at our goalkeeper, who's had a little bit to do today, but mostly what he's done has been straight at him. Sessegnon drives forward. Noah Gordson's in. See you later. Noah Gordson, where are you going with the ball, though? Gordson, chance to put it in towards the back stick. Ronaldo off the woodwork. Hummels heads out. Should have been 4. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Noah Gordson is having Alonso's number right now. De Bruyne's corner in. Van Dijk up over the top of the crossbar. 16 minutes left. Pogba. Lewandowski. Again, goes back inside. Pogba right on the edge of our area. This is dangerous. Tolisso shot again. Straight at Brown. It's simple task for the American. He's going to save them all day of the week. Not a chance of those going in against him. Promise to Gnabry now. The two substituting combined. Gnabry's delivery in. There's the header. Frank Brown pulls off a brilliant save. Yes, Frank. I'm so glad you're having a game of your career so far. Not a lot to do in terms of like difficulty, but when he has, look at this for a save, boys and girls. Great one-handed stop. Can't wait to take him wherever I go with me. Gnabry and, again, Promes combining. This time Gnabry going to the edge of the area where Grimaldo is. Knocks it down for Miralem Pjanic. Trying to get the shot away, but it's good defending from Rabiot. Stops any shooting opportunity. Hummels. Pogba flicking up. That's so simple. No. I want the clean sheet, please, guys. I want the clean sheet. Virgil van Dijk heading out. He took another deflection on the way through. We can't actually get near it. It's put back into our box. Eric Bailly again is underneath it, and it will be away. Oh, no, it won't. No, it won't. No, it's got to go. Van Dijk smashing it out. We've got literally a minute left, and I don't want to concede. I want the clean sheet. Bayern have pressed us, tried to do things, but issue is a lot of their chances have gone very, very straight at Frank Brown. As Promes now up against Odriozola. Trying to get a little bit of space. Odriozola blocks it. It's going to be a corner ball. Please, for the love of God, do not let them score. I want this clean sheet, especially for Frank's sake. You know, he's done bits when we've required him. Corner put in. Comes towards Hummels. Smashed out by Van Dijk. No, it's not really smashed out. I tried to smash it out. Back in it goes. Rabiot underneath it. Ref, if you would like to blow your whistle, seeing as how we've played an extra how much longer, that would be great. But there is the full-time whistle. And Brighton are Champions League winners. Finally. I say finally, we've only had 2 seasons at it, but with the side that we had, it just felt like if I didn't win it, even on this ultimate difficulty, there'd be something wrong with us. And especially the way we went out last year, I think we could have won it last season, we just didn't get there. This season was different. I specifically set out at the beginning of this year with the intention of spending enough money to win the Champions League trophy, and we've done it. I'd have felt like I let you guys down if I didn't win it, so that's all I've got to say on that regard. But thank God we were able to find the chances today, and all I know is that, you know, there were certain players out there that really made the difference. Specifically the man, Ronaldo, giving us the lead. Then it was weird defending for our second goal when Odriozola put it in. But following that, the third from KDB was absolute quality. Frank Brown, you could argue, should lift the trophy, but Virgil van Dijk's going to do it for us as Brighton and Hove Albion are going to be Champions League winners for the first time ever. Enjoy it, Brighton, because I'm leaving, and wherever I go, we're coming for that trophy. You can assure yourselves of that right now. Next season, your defense of this trophy is going to have to be brilliant. Otherwise, you guys are going down. The problem is now, I just realised I've built an absolutely crazy team here at Brighton to the point where, wherever we go, it might be quite tough. So we might have to nick a few of these players when we do go, in fact. The likes of Frank Brown, Noah Gordson, couple of these other players, you know, I have to try and take them along with me. Otherwise, we'll just end up coming against Brighton next season and having an unbelievable difficult time of things. So, regardless, there is the Champions League win. It's what I set out for at the beginning of this season. It feels so good that we have now got it. And, ladies and gentlemen, that is how the episode today is going to end. You can see by match facts, we were the slightly better team. I don't know what happened, like I said, for Odrizzola's second goal in the game. Defensively, shambles from Bayern. That's all I'm going to really say about it, because I can't comprehend actually what they did. So, 3-0. Turned out to be an easier game than we first thought. The double leg header against Spurs was more difficult than that one. I think Spurs, though, with the side that they've got, that's an underachievement. Spurs have a really good team, so you could argue that they should have won it too. Now then, boys and girls, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to see what jobs are available. So right now, we have Italy available to us. I'm feeling Italy, but the question is, which Italian side? I'm going to actually make my decision now, and I'm going to go ahead. It won't be Juventus, but it's going to be one of Inter or Milan. So just to let you all know, next episode, we are going to be moving. We're going somewhere, boys and girls. And I don't know if it will be Italy, so I'm going to leave it. Just to let you know, it won't be any of Bayern, PSG, Juventus. It's not going to be like Real Madrid or Barcelona, because those sides are like big teams, and I don't want to go straight into a side that doesn't need any work and I can win the title straight away. I want to make signings. I want to make a difference. So I'm going to leave it there, and you guys are going to have to wait and see who we take over as of manager in the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, a like would be greatly appreciated. You can leave a prediction down below in the comment section as to who you think we're going to go to. And other than that, guys, I will see you all in our new team from next episode, which should be up in the next couple of days. Make sure, if you're not already subscribed, you've hit that button down below, because you will not want to miss it, boys and girls. For the final time, though, I'm going to show you a squad report of the side that we have here at Brighton as we sign off today's episode. Hit the notification bell as well so you never miss an upload, because then you'll be notified whenever a new video goes live. As you can see right here, there's a lot of players in this team that I wouldn't mind taking over to our next team with us. In terms of the overall changes of some players, Frank Brown's gone up a nice bit. Odrizola up a couple of overalls as well. Eric Bailly, Retsos, Lewis Dunk, quality. Kera, Edwards. You know, we've got a lot of good players at Brighton. This guy right here, Peter Robinson, he's going to come with me. He's 6'7", by the way, guys, at CDM. Quality. Turner, Ali Reza, Pereira, Vazquez, Yashuda, Lamina. Lamina did really well, actually. How many games did he play for us? 16 in the time that he joined. Davy Proper, Ndombele, Rabiot, Dumfresne. We've got Brahimi, Phil Foden in there as well, KDB. Take Fusa Kubo, Noah Gordon, obviously, quality in the little spell that he got in the Champions League final. Arps out on loan at Atletico Madrid. He's gone up by 3 as well. Morris, Balotelli, Moise Keane, Ronaldo, Ollie Watkins as well, quality. Harvey Harrison, Anthony Martial, Vinicius Jr., Ryan Sessegnon. So to show you as well, the top scorer in Brighton this season with Anthony Martial with 21 in 49. KDB hit 17 and 14 assists. Tremendous return. Vinicius Jr. with 13. Ronaldo hit 12 in 19, by the way. 5 and 6 in the Prem. That's quality. It's quality from Ronaldo. Moise Keane with 8. Balotelli with 8. Rabiot with 7. Highest appearance maker, though, I think that's going to be Rabiot. No, Frank Brown. 55 appearances for the 19-year-old. 88 rated goalkeeper. In terms of value, by the way, guys, this is how much the players are worth. So I think right now I'm looking at potentially Frank Brown. He's quite cheap considering, he's only got a year left on his deal. Quite cheap considering that he's 88 rated at 19. So he's one I'm looking at bringing in. Noah Gordon as well. 2 months left on his deal. See, I don't want to re-sign him as a deal because I want to get him elsewhere we go. So I'm going to actually wait and do that. If we can get him for free as well. How old is he? We can't get him for free. We can't even sign him on a pre-contract either because he's 20. I've just realised. So yeah, wherever we go, I might have to try and sign him. But there we go. So that's it, boys and girls. Brighton, we're done. We're done with you. We achieved a lot with you. And I appreciate my stepping stone into football. That's how it looks after the time we've been here. Record transfer fee, good as well. We'll take another look at this, all of this sort of stuff in a later date. But that's going to be it, guys. New team from the next episode. Make sure you are tuned in for that one. Until next time, guys. Adios.